This is Russ. I'm back in the car again, heading back from Costco this time. What time is it? It's 11:36 a.m. Yeah, I went there kind of late because I had to build a couple of e-bikes this morning. Yeah, the bikes came in yesterday, but it's so hot. I didn't want to build it. I didn't want to drag those boxes into the house, so I left them in the garage. And it's way too hot in the garage. Believe me, it's hotter in the garage than it is outside a lot of times, especially after you've run your car for a while and then you've brought your car back into the garage. And the heat from the car added up with the heat inside the garage, it's really hot. So I decided not to build it until this morning. So I finished off the builds of two new products that came in. Yeah, I think those bikes took me between 30-40 minutes to build each. Yeah, it took a little longer on this one, on these two. Not that they were harder to build, because really the build on most of these e-bike builds, it's always the same. Here's what you got to usually do. You got to put the front fender on, you got to put the front tire on, you got to put the front handlebar on, and you have to slide the seat post into the seat tube, right? I think that's basically, and pedals. You got to put on your pedals. That's usually it. And maybe minor adjustments to the display screen, the angles, all that kind of stuff. So these were heavier bikes. They are 20 by 4-inch fat tire bikes. But typically, most of these bikes are, I don't know how heavy these two are, but probably within 80 to 85 pounds, something like that each. So here's how I do it. I don't lift the bikes out of the box, all right? I put the box on its side, then I slide it out, but I'm careful when I slide it out that I don't scratch up the bike when I slide it out, right? So I make sure that when the bike contacts the floor when it comes out of the box, it's the tires that are making contact, and not the paint from the frame or anything like that, right? And then when I put the tires on, I usually flip my bike over because I don't have a bike stand, okay? So what I'll do is I'll make sure the saddle is on, right, seat on the seat post, and then I'll make sure that the handlebars are on. I make sure that the display screen is out of the way so that when I flip this bike over on its, on the seat and the handlebar, that nothing touches on the ground. And if I think it's going to touch too, I'll usually put some styrofoam underneath the handlebar area so I don't scratch that all up. And then I put on the fender and the front tire. That's how I do it, okay, because you're curious. So I never use the tools that they give me. Sometimes not all, but sometimes they'll include like, those all-in-one hex wrenches, or maybe individual hex wrenches. It takes too long to use those things. You get the actual screwdriver-looking hex drivers, right? I made the investment to do that right in the beginning of my e-bike career, because I said, well, these other things, it's just so hard to work with those stupid little things. I said, I'm going to just buy the right tools. I'm glad I did, because who would have known that I'd be building over 50-something bikes? Yeah, probably closing in on 60 at this point. Maybe we hit 60. I don't know. I haven't counted it in a while. Somebody asked me recently, how many bikes do you have, Russ? Well, the question really is, how many bikes do you have now compared to how many bikes have you had, right? So I would say I'm closing in on 60 bikes, if not already hit 60 bikes by now. And then in the house, I don't know, 20-something, 21 maybe, something like that. 22? I have no idea. I haven't counted. I want them to be less, okay? I'm trying to sell these bikes, but unless people who live in the area are willing to come to Chicago, they can't buy my bikes. Not everyone can do it, unfortunately. So if you know of anyone who's looking for an e-bike, send them my way. Have them contact me at contactrussisright@gmail.com. And they can see what bikes are being offered. It's just go to russisright.com and you'll see what bikes and things that I'm selling. Because I do have to move them out. I can't keep them all, right? You do the review, you've got to eventually move them out. So I was thinking about that too, as far as moving these bikes out. And I'm seeing this kid riding a scooter. Technically, he's illegally riding. Scooters have been banned in our city. So anyway, they probably just don't know it. It just got banned in July. Terrible. So anyway, what were we talking about? Building of bikes and stuff, and how many bikes we have. Um, yeah, I've got to move these bikes out quickly, but I kept thinking about, well, what bikes are going to be left? I mean, there are bikes that I prefer to keep, but I can't keep every one that I say, oh, this is a good bike, I got to keep that. If I did that for all the bikes, a good chunk of them won't even be gone. They'll be still sitting here. So eventually I have to let go of some of the good ones, right? Can't keep all of those things. And so, so little by little, you'll start seeing me put more bikes up there, whether they sell or they don't. They're going to be listed for sale. So you should always check the russisright.com website to find out, what's available, because you might have one that you want, or maybe a friend might want. If you're in my general area, that is, or willing to come to Illinois. Can't ship them. Shipping would cost way too much money. A couple $100 just to ship them. Then you'd have to have the boxes. I don't keep all the boxes. I barely have the room for the bikes. Imagine having to keep the boxes too. That would be just way too much. So I usually try to get rid of the boxes. All right, can't go. I was gonna go, then I saw some cars coming. So okay, can't do it. Oh man, I'm just gonna pull into the park area for a minute so I can talk to you guys for a little longer. So anyway, today I have a product review that I'm going to do inside, inside, not outside. Back up my vehicle here. I like using the backup cameras. Do you guys do that? If your camera has it, I mean, I know exactly when to stop too, because it's got little yellow marks and red marks. Tells me when to stop. I'll leave the car on. We won't be here that long. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna do this product review. I don't know when I'll release it, but I did talk to the owner of the company about it, and he's gonna offer an extremely good discount for us. Yeah, cheaper than you can get anywhere else. So you want to pay attention when that product review comes out. Again, it'll be out on Russ is Right. All of these product reviews and the like will always be on Russ is Right, because that's where the products are being offered to. I can't put it on More from Russ. Although I think on this product I can actually show it here and also Russ is Right. But I don't know whether YouTube allows you to repost the same exact thing into another channel. So I think I would have to do 2 reviews. Or at least my general mention type reviews as I do here. Maybe I'll just do that one in the car. Yeah, but the information, the more serious information about the details about the product will be on the Russ is Right channel, because that's really where it belongs for that product. So sometimes I get other products that I've reviewed before, and they give us other offers to let people know, but after I do the review, I don't usually keep, showing the product over and over and over and over and over. But although some of these companies think we do that, we don't do that, Like, for instance, the ring here that I have, this is the Ultra Human ring. On occasion, they'll send me promotions that they have going on, hoping that you'll let, your viewers know that, hey, there's a new 10% off promotion or whatever type promotion, And sometimes they send it to me, but then they send it to me and it says that's good for the people at the UK. Well, that doesn't do me any good. Okay, you guys in the UK who watch me, it does you good, but then you'd have to order through the UK stuff. And I'm not in the UK. I'm here in the United States. So I don't know why they send it to me that way. But Ultra Human, for instance, the interesting thing about their ring is they ship it from India. Yeah, they're an Indian company. So all their correspondence to me come from India, and when they ship you the ring, it comes from India. Okay, so I don't know why they don't understand, but if they send me promotions for the United Kingdom, I'm not there. I can't promote it. I don't know. Maybe I should just send them a thing. He said, "Hey, you guys know the United States is different from the United Kingdom. It is different." they know. I think sometimes these things just get misdirected. But I always chuckle whenever I see the promotion thing for the UK, and I go, I'm not there. I can't help you promote it. Sorry. Doesn't work that way. Diet Coke and Coke Zero. I did a 50-50. Let me see here. Still a little aftertaste, but I can accept it more. So, yeah, I was originally going to do a quarter Coke Zero and 3/4 Diet Coke. So today I did a 50-50. I could still accept it at 50-50. It's just a little easier, just like I put in the Coke Zero first. When I see it's about halfway, then I pull it out and I put in the Diet Coke. The combination seems to be okay for me that way. I can accept the slight aftertaste of it then. But it makes the Diet Coke taste a little bit sweeter than it would be if it didn't have anything in there. So, finding my own blend, all right? Yeah. All right, that's about all I have for you guys for today. Just wanted to finish my thought there, so I pulled in here to do it. Anyways, if you liked the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I am going tomorrow. I don't know when. Well, this probably will come out after I put this other one, but tomorrow. Today is a Wednesday as I'm recording this, but on Thursday I'm going to go do the food review that I mentioned at the restaurant. They invited me to review them, and then probably after that, sometime after that, this particular video will come out. So it's going to be a little reverse. You might notice in some of my videos the timing is a little off, where I'm talking about something, but it's already happened for you to see it. Whenever I make a video, I say, well, it's important that I put this one out first. I will shift the timing of the release dates and put what's most important out when I think it should be released at that time. So I think I will release, I will go tomorrow, Thursday, to the restaurant, and I'll probably release that review on Friday. Yeah, Friday of this week, Friday on the Russ is Right channel. So please go in there and watch that. And if you're local and you decide to go to that restaurant, let them know Russ is Right sent you. Got to let them know whether, you know, these videos that I make actually pay off for them. But they're not paying for it anyways. I'm going to pay them for my meal. So I think it's better that way. Wow, what a small little car. Car just drove by. I go, wow, that thing's really small. Anyway, if you like the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll talk to you guys next time.